Hello everyone, my name is Shambhavi. Hope you all are doing well. So today into this particular video, we will be discussing regarding that what is a software developer, who is actually a software developer, right? What are the skills which are needed for the software developer? What are the programming skills needed? Rest everything we'll be discussing up in detail into this particular video of today. Right, so let's get started without wasting any of the times, and let me just quickly take up our color here so that we can proceed in for our today's video. So this one would work out perfectly great. Okay, now first of all, I would be answering at this particular one of the questions that who is actually a software developer. Right, who is a software developer? Let's first of all check regarding that particular thing. See, uh, actually, software developers are termed as what they do in real, they design and they build up the computer programs. The designing and the building of the computer programs, these are all done by the software developers. Okay, this is the very first thing. So developing up some new applications for mobile or for desktop, right? Or some building any operating system, right? So these are the few roles, the few applications, the few things which a software developer actually does. So software developer is not only responsible for making the computer programs, building computer programs. A software developer is a person who is responsible for designing and building the computer programs, further building some applications like mobile applications or desktop applications. Next, the software developer is as well a person who develops or identify the needs, build the programs, testing out the new softwares, making improvements. So these are some other things as well which a software developer does. So it's not that only a software developer is only and only developing the softwares. No, it's not like that. The applications are developed, right? Some building of this operating systems is being done, then testing either new softwares, making the improvements into that, building some computer programs, designing the computer programs. These are all the things which a software developer is actually responsible for. Right. So now working closely with the computer programmers, the software developer is actually a very crucial role in the computer systems, right? In the computer systems, in the manufacturing, in the financing, software publishing industry. So in all of these respective cases, the software developer is actually one of the very crucial roles. Right, so this is all what is a software developer. This is all what is about that particular term which is known as a software developer. Right, now let me take you towards that what does a software developer actually do. See, so right away, I did already mentioned up some things regarding the software developer, that what a software developer actually does. So here are as well some of the points mentioned, like software developers use of various sources, source debuggers, the visual development environments for modifying, for writing, for debugging the software, for the client applications. These are the respective things which a software developer actually does. Right, now documenting that test client software, writing the code to create the applications, right, working for the servers, and all those things are as well what a software developer does. So software developer is not a person who is doing only one single job. No, it's not like that. Whatever the you could say the software is being developed, application is being developed, testing of that, debugging of that, checking the things, writing and implementing some more features onto that. These are all the things which a software developer isn't actually really doing out those particular things. Right, so these are the respective things what a software developer actually does. Now, what are the programming languages based upon the rankings? Let's learn about those particular programming languages, or what are the most desired skills for the software developers, like Java, .NET, C++, C Sharp, Senior, SQL, HTML, C, Web, Linux. So these are the respective developer skills. But right away, there's the Java .NET. Right, these are the two very essential parts in the software developing field. Right, Java is one of the languages, and this .NET is one another languages which is really preferred a lot here, which the people are using for developing these softwares and all those respective things. Now, other than that, a brief knowledge regarding C++ or C Sharp, SQL, HTML, these are as well required. They are this particular place, right? So these are the most desired skills for software developers. Right now, let me take you towards the top 5 development skills, software developer skills for your resume. So see, you should have some skills regarding the application development. As I already mentioned into my very starting, like what is the role of a software developer, or what does a software developer do? So there I did had already mentioned of this particular thing to you, that developing the applications, mobile applications or web applications. But yeah, a software developer really needs to develop up some applications, right? Web designing, right? Designing some web pages, websites designing, database designing. Now there's a place where this structured query language SQL comes up into the place. The database designing is as well research and development, like software developing some softwares, researching some things about that. Those are the respective some more applications, right, for the software. And the troubleshooting. Troubleshooting is one another particular thing, because debugging, the troubleshooting, these are some of the very common things which we have up here for the field of this particular software development field, right? So that are the respective things. Now if I move towards the softer skills, so what are the softer skills? So adaptability, dependability, self-initiative, positive work ethic, reliability, cooperation, integrity, communication, client service, teamwork. See, these are some general skills. Right now, here you do not need to work upon any respective skill too much other than the communication. See, the communication is one particular thing which is right away needed in every field, right? It's not only about the software, but yeah, if you talk about the data science and those particular fields of software skills is 50% important, and the 50% is the technical skills important for the data science. If you haven't looked out that particular video of mine, so please go ahead and you can check out my playlist for the roadmaps. And in that roadmaps, I had already made a roadmap for the data science, data analytics, all these things. So there you will be finding that communication is pretty one of the very important things right away for any of the particular field. It's not about software development, it's not about web development, it's not about data science, or it's not about machine learning. It's about any other respective fields into which you want to now go ahead. This particular communication is really very important for all of those particular fields, right? So that you should make sure that you are pretty good in communication. Rest all you can learn up as soon as you are into this particular field. You will automatically learn about these particular things, right? That's the respective thing. Now here are some main skills of the expert software engineers, right? There's some main skill. Let's learn about that. So first of all, for moving into this particular field, you want a bachelor's or master's degree in a software development. That's completely your you can simply go with BTech for in computer science engineering or MTech in computer science engineering. That's pretty done, right? So that is a respective education which is actually wanted up. For the programming skills, programming I did told you Java, .NET, C, C Sharp, and yeah, those things right away. Right away, Python is also one of the very trending programming languages, right? So that are the things which you can prefer about. Next is software development portfolio, means that the projects which you had done, or the respective things which you did have done, like or your projects or your certification. So that should somewhat belong to the field of the software development only. Right, successfully launched projects. So as I was mentioning that you must be having some 4 to 5 successfully launched projects with you, so that you can showcase that particular things, because these are the really requirements which are for the expert software engineering group. Right, so yeah, you have to be pretty much completely into that. Software testing and troubleshooting, that I already mentioned that these are the important parts, the debugging, the testing, and the troubleshooting. Right, so you should be good at these because these are the main skills. Next is your team management. That's a part, softer skill or things like that. It's problem solving approach, strong written and verbal skills, experience with creating slash filling other things. Right, that's okay. That's okay. That's a pretty fine. Verbal skills are very importantly needed. That I am again mentioning to you. Right, good command over your programming languages is needed. A degree is needed regarding the bachelor's or master's, whatever you did had done. That's completely fine. And successfully launched up some projects is actually needed. See, um, that successful launch projects. This is one of the particular things, one of the options which is right away needed in any field. Now, you take any particular field. See, if I'm not just talking about software development here, I'm talking about any web developer or any app developer, or simply I'm talking about any data analyst, data science, machine learning. So these are the some things which are common in every of those, and that's simply your projects, right? The projects which you had done, the projects which you have successfully launched, which you have successfully worked on. Now that should be your projects, not the projects which you're copying on from the internet, pasting the code and showcasing that okay, I have done these. Those things nowadays do not work out, right? So you have to be very specific with your projects that you are making. You should make your own projects, not rely on to the other projects or other GitHub repositories for copying the projects and doing up those respective things. Right, these are some essential things, some skills, many skills, some requirements for being for the role of an expert software engineer. Right, so I hope I am pretty much clear with that. One second. Right, this is done. Softer skills I did had already mentioned out to you right away. Then the programming languages I did mention, top 5 software developer like skills for your resume I did had mention, and who is a software developer and what does software developer do, that I did had already mentioned. Right, so these were some essential things that you should keep up into your mind for moving towards the software developer field. What is a software developer? What are the roles of a software developer? What are the skills needed, technical? What are the softer skills needed? Which programming languages to learn? These all particular things I had already discussed with you right away here. Right, now if you want the roadmaps regarding data science, machine learning, artificial intelligence, deep learning, data analyst, app developer, web developer, so these all are the roadmaps which I had already made upon, and these are already published onto my channel previously only. So what you could do is that I could attach the link for the playlist in the description, that is roadmaps. You can just go onto that roadmaps playlist and just further look about all the respective roadmaps which are there, and any of the questions whatever you want to ask, you can ask up those questions to me in the comment section anytime, and I'll be really happy to answer those particular questions for you. Right, so I hope that I made these things very much clear to you regarding the software developer, that what is a software developer, the skills needed, programming skills, software skills, everything. For any questions, the comment box is always open. You could put up any questions at any sort of time. And if you haven't subscribed out my channel up till now, so guys, please go ahead, subscribe out my channel, and don't forget to press the bell notification so that you get the particular updates every time from this particular channel. Do like the video if you like this out, and even share that with your friends. So this is all for this video. Till then, thank you and take care.